KL International Airport, or KLIA, is one of several major airports in the Southeast Asian region. With 2 terminals and a combined capacity of 75 million passengers a year, it boasts an impressive architectural structure designed for operational efficiency. KLIA 2, its newest terminal, has a capacity of 45 million passengers a year, the crucial component in catering to the booming travel market within the region. KLIA 2, which opened in 2014, now has more than 25 million passengers a year using it. Managing an airport goes beyond managing customer service. While airlines are coming up with myriad ways to deal with flight delays and baggage handling logistics, airport management for operators such as Malaysia Airport Holdings Berhad or Malaysia Airports has its own set of challenges. They too face an uphill task in satisfying each and every one of its visitors. Yes, it is definitely not an easy task.
Saya tak ada komplain sebab saya sangat berpuas hati.
Tak ada aduan. Okey, semua okey.
Ada beberapa perkara yang perlu dipertingkatkan. Contohnya baggage handling selalu lewat.
Masalahnya pekerja-pekerja yang orang luar tu tak faham bahasa kita dan kita tak faham bahasa dia.
They should set more information counter.
Servis pun okey lah, tak ada masalah lah. Kadang-kadang servis macam sekat-sekat lah.
MHB puts in serious efforts to continuously engage with its visitors. Apart from managing customer expectations, there are other key and crucial elements when it comes to running an airport, such as ensuring smooth running operations, maintaining safety and security for passengers, coping with increased competition, and of course the ever-present threat of adverse weather conditions. Though they show a facade of calm and collected efficiency, behind the scenes of a terminal such as KLIA 2, may be otherwise. Sometimes nerve-wracking situations occur. Unattended bags may simply be forgotten or discarded items. However, for the sake of everyone's safety, it is better to be safe than sorry. For safety purposes, any unintended luggage in the terminal will be removed by the airport security services. Before it is removed, each and every unattended bag is scanned, and once reported free from threats, it is then moved and cited for any perils. Finally, when all is cleared, off it goes to lost and found. Despite the unpredictable tropical weather of torrential rain and storm, as well as haze-inducing hot weather, these are all in a day's work for the operators. The crowds may appear overwhelming to first-time visitors, but again, congestion is par for the course for the terminal's senior manager.
Every day we have our peak periods. I think our peaks start from about 10 o'clock in the morning until about 6 o'clock in the evening. And we handle about 35 to 40 departures an hour. So it's really very busy every day. We are handling an average about 60,000 passengers a day at KLIA2. But during the peak season weekends, we were handling close to 90,000 passengers a day. So that's almost a 50% jump in passenger traffic. So our challenge is to manage these passengers smoothly through the terminal, seamlessly through the terminal, with as little disruption as possible.
Heading the terminal services operations for many years, nobody knows the ins and outs of a terminal like Luggage does. The rugby has strong knowledge of anything and everything within the terminal's facilities. Challenges, especially related to passengers, are inevitable.
We need to manage that, and we work with our stakeholders, the government agencies, and we work together with the airlines.
Alright, sekarang ni you nak minta apa dekat sales counter?
Ya, dah tanya dia payment I boleh bayar sana tu macam mana sebab I punya ratus belum bayar lagi.
Oh, you belum bayar lagi?
I tak dapat lepas daripada website. Dia kata buat dekat itu counter. Sekarang satu orang sebab ada email tolong I senang sikit lah I tak payah pergi tanya email counter kan. Sebab kadang bukan semua orang yang dekat counter tu dia tahu.
The passenger's experience must be seamless, but when accidents do happen, there is always the friendly care ambassador who is always around to give a helping hand.
Okay, actually I do have 3 teams, and one team consists of 1 duty executive and 5 care ambassador officers. 6 of them, 5 officers and 1 executive.
Waktu break time we all make sudah catatkan dalam ni, tolong alert dalam group besok akan updatekan selalu. Ada apa-apa perkara yang nak diusulkan?
But the main area is departure hall, the second one is contact pier, third one is satellite, and the fourth one is domestic.
Like any other customer-oriented services, Aida, Rosmawati and the rest of the care ambassadors are committed to serve each and every visitor here with a smile, even when the going gets tough.
The biggest challenge is actually we have to face the emotional passengers, and the second one is a language barrier.
There are many divisions responsible for ensuring KLIA2's smooth operations.
We have the landside operations which takes care of the access to the airport, and they ensure that the buses, taxis and also the train service is running smoothly to ensure passengers get to this airport on time. We ensure the car parks, although it's managed by a third party, are managed well, and free bus service to this terminal. We also have terminal services which looks and manages after this terminal, and also indirectly monitors and manages the gateway in front.
Similar to any other airport terminal, KLIA2 is a hive of complex multiple operations. With ever-increasing air traffic, terminal operators are required to think of new ways to improve capacities and service levels to maintain a competitive edge. Collaborative decision-making and strategized service management is highly dependent upon integration of services and provision of real-time and accurate information to the entire airport community. An Airport Operations Control Center, or AOCC, known as the brain of the airport operations, is just the answer to that. In this day and age, airport security is a key priority for any major airport around the world. And the best of the best have been tasked with this responsibility at KLIA2, ABSAC, or the Malaysia Airports Aviation Security Team.
Luruskan, barisan.
My name is Misdan Hashim. I'm a Senior Manager of Aviation Security, Malaysia Airports, Sepang Sdn Bhd. Okay, I've been my service almost more than 21 years. Okay, and my role here is quite tough as a head of aviation security unit in KLIA2. Okay? As we are aware that our service is high regulated by international and national regulator. By international regulator is International Civil Aviation Organization, and also by our national is Department of Civil Aviation.
High peak or not, ABSAC personnel is ever present to ensure security and safety of one and all. One might be surprised to know that AVSAC officers' main focus is customer service, providing world-class service to people from various countries. The bulk of their daily duties involve assisting passengers and helping to deal with their inquiries.
Cabaran terbesar dia menghadapi penumpang yang tak faham prosedur keselamatan penerbangan walaupun kita dah terangkan banyak kali. Itu menimbulkan stres dekat anggota macam saya dengan rakan-rakan seangkatan saya lain.
Knife.
Okay, sorry sir, this scissors and knife cannot bring on board.
Okay.
Getting to know how the airport functions and knowing which division deals with which problem is also the main focus of the job. Sergeant Rina Wati feels she has seen it all after 9 years of service as an AVSAC officer. But one event that sticks in her memory will be facing a distraught passenger some time ago.
Dululah seorang wanita, dia mungkin dalam keadaan tekanan. Dia menanggalkan semua pakaian dia. Mungkin sebab tekanan dia, duit dia kena tipu macam tu.
The AVSAC division also manages safety and security beyond the airport gates. For Sergeant Khairil Muhammad, his most unforgettable work experience was when he had to deal with illegal taxi operators.
Ini adalah satu isu yang dibawa oleh penumpang itu sendiri. Mungkin ada salah seorang penumpang telah pun terkenalah dengan harga bayaran dikenakan oleh taksi ulat itu sendiri. So dalam unit tersebut, hampir-hampirlah bergaduh dengan ahli-ahli taksi ulat ni sebenarnya.
While AVSAC monitors and engages with passengers, making sure everyone has a joyful experience, they also have a core responsibility to prevent unlawful activities. More often than not, smuggling activities add spice to their duties.
Kebanyakannya yang tu penahanan haiwan hidup macam burung, tu biasa. Dan lagi satu yang biasa bagi anggota, biasa kalau jumpa burung tu memang itu perkara biasa.
Burung-burung seperti tekukur, merbuk, okey, dia sorokkan dalam satu bekas dan disorokkan ke dalam beg lah bagasinya.
Pelbagai jenis penyeludupan lah yang mereka lakukan yang diletakkan dalam barangan peribadi mereka.
It is compulsory for all passengers travelling in and out of the country to pass through immigration. Here, officers will conduct immigration checks for all passengers, Malaysians or foreigners, regardless of the time of arrival or departure.
My name is Abdul Halim Haji Hashim, Superintendent of Immigration, Head of Operation in KLIA 2 since April last year.
To a veteran who has been enforcing the security of the country's borders for many years, monitoring and checking people who are arriving and leaving the country, differences between access by land, sea and air hold different sets of challenges.
For me, it's totally different because my experience before I was in Johor Bahru by land, entering by land and also entering by sea is different by air. It's different. When you deny entry, you mean you have to wait for a free seat from the flight operator. While like on the causeway, you have to just stop the bus and they can take all the foreigners back. It's different, yeah, totally different.
Another level of security at the terminal is by the Royal Malaysia Customs Department, which plays a crucial role screening every person and item that enters and leaves Malaysia.
My name is Dayang Norazian Awang Matusin. I'm working for Royal Malaysian Customs Department in KLIA 2, Assistant Director of Customs. Royal Malaysian Customs Department here managing the flow of goods across the border via air mode. And we also control the prohibited items and contraband items under the Prohibitions of Export 2012 and Prohibition of Import 2012 Customs. And at the same time, we also collect duty on dutiable goods carried by the passenger via air mode. And at the same time, we also control the cash, bearer negotiable instrument through unlawful 2001. We emphasize on the safety and the security of the society, which is regarding on the smuggling activity, especially the smuggling activity on the prohibited items, and also for the contraband item. Example like smuggling activity, drug smuggling activity, and also the weapon smuggling activity, including non-permitted weapon. We also control the smuggling of the endangered species of flora and fauna, which is subject by CITES.